Did you know there's a country where wearing your favorite pair of jeans could get you into serious trouble? We're talking about North Korea, one of the most secretive and isolated nations in the world. This might sound bizarre to us, but it's a very real and strictly enforced rule. So, why on earth would a simple piece of clothing be banned? Is it the fabric, the color, the style? To understand the ban on jeans, we have to look at what they represent. For most of the world, jeans are a symbol of youth, freedom, and casual comfort. They originated in America, created by Jacob Davis and Levi Strauss in 1873 for hard-working laborers. But over the decades, they transformed. From miners and cowboys to movie stars like James Dean and Marlon Brando, jeans became an icon of rebellion and Western culture. They were worn by hippies protesting in the 60s and became a staple of popular music and global fashion. In short, jeans represent everything that the North Korean regime opposes: individualism, capitalism, and American influence. The North Korean government, under the Juche ideology of self-reliance, works tirelessly to shield its citizens from outside cultural influences, especially from the United States and South Korea. They see Western culture as a corrupting force, a threat to their socialist values and the stability of their regime. Anything that symbolizes American culture is viewed with extreme suspicion. And what's more quintessentially American than a pair of blue jeans? For the leadership in Pyongyang, allowing people to wear jeans is like opening a door to Western ideology. It's seen as a slippery slope that could lead to questioning the state's authority and desiring more freedoms. So, the ban isn't just about clothing. It's a tool for ideological control. This crackdown on Western fashion is part of a much broader campaign. North Korean state media often refers to this as a fight against anti-socialist and non-socialist behaviors. It's not just blue jeans. For example, men and women have a list of state-approved haircuts they can choose from: mullets or spiky hair. Absolutely forbidden. Similarly, clothing with English words, tight-fitting pants, or short skirts are all considered signs of a corrupt capitalist lifestyle. The goal is to create a society that looks uniform, disciplined, and distinctly North Korean, completely erasing any visible trace of foreign influence. The ban is primarily enforced by patrols, often composed of youth league members. These groups, known as inspection units, patrol the streets, markets, and university campuses. They are tasked with spotting and correcting improper attire and hairstyles. For a first-time offense, you might get a public shaming, a stern lecture, and be forced to write a self-criticism letter. Your name might even be broadcasted on public speakers to embarrass you. Repeat offenders, or those who defy the patrols, can face much harsher punishments, including fines, forced labor, or even time in a re-education camp. It's a serious matter. The state wants to make it clear that conformity is not optional. Now, you might be wondering, are all jeans banned? Technically, the ban is specifically against blue jeans because of their strong association with American imperialism. However, black jeans or other dark-colored trousers might sometimes be tolerated, especially if they are locally produced. But even then, it's risky. The rules can be arbitrary and depend on the whims of the local officials or the intensity of the latest government crackdown. Wealthy elites in the capital, Pyongyang, might have more leeway and access to foreign goods. But for the average citizen, It's a rule you don't want to break. The safest bet is to stick to the standard, state-approved attire. This deep-seated fear of cultural influence has historical roots. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union also viewed jeans with suspicion, calling them a symbol of Western decay. The North Korean regime saw this and learned a lesson. Cultural symbols can be powerful weapons. They believe that if they allow these small symbols of Western life to take root, it could eventually lead to the collapse of their entire system. So, the fight against blue jeans is, in their eyes, a fight for their very survival. Interestingly, despite the government's best efforts, foreign culture still finds its way into North Korea. South Korean dramas, K-pop music, and Hollywood movies are smuggled in on USB drives and micro SD cards. These are incredibly popular, especially among the younger generation. They offer a glimpse into a world of freedom, wealth, and self-expression that is a stark contrast to their own lives. This underground market for foreign media is a constant headache for the regime. Young North Koreans secretly adopt the slang, hairstyles, and fashion they see in these dramas. This is a quiet form of rebellion, a small but significant way of asserting their individuality in a society that demands total conformity. The government is well aware of this and has responded with even stricter laws. This law imposes severe penalties, including the death penalty, for distributing foreign media. Watching a South Korean movie could land you in a labor camp for years. This shows just how seriously the regime takes the threat of cultural infiltration. And in this war, a pair of blue jeans is not an innocent piece of clothing. It's enemy propaganda.